Last week, in a strange way, I started receiving a lot of messages from a lot of churchgoers. And they was like, why you don't ever talk about pastors? Why you don't ever talk about preachers? Y'all act like I can't do that. 5 reasons it's dope to hang with the pastor sometimes. 5. Number 1, pastor ain't gonna judge you, pastor gonna love you. One of the most intimidating things about hanging with a pastor, you feel like if somebody gonna judge you, it's gonna be the pastor. Because he know that Bible like the back of his hand. He know the word. He gonna give you the word. And if you ain't doing what the word say, pastor gonna tell you about yourself. That is not true. It's the difference between being loved and being judged. A person that judge you wanna watch everything you do wrong and go talk about you later. A person that loves you is gonna stop you before you even do wrong and not chastise you because you didn't even do the wrong yet, but just give you another option, another degree, another door, another way to go. You got a pastor that you love and trust, that pastor gonna show you the yellow brick road, and that brick road is a little bit too yellow and look like some things that shouldn't be that type of yellow, egg white yellow and stuff. They gonna take you back down that gray brick road. Pastor gonna love you. Number 2, safest person in the world to be with is the pastor. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Pastors get tried too. Pastor can get bullets too. Nah, baby. Pastor strapped with something that nobody on this earth can be strapped with. Pastor don't have to walk around with a physical Bible. Pastor got that thing right up in here, and his tongue be his trigger. And if that pastor get the bullet, Genesis, Book of Revelation, John chapter 1, verse 26, Pastor. I'm washing the blood. Pastor. Bible say no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It's even more cool when you walking with the weapon, because that's the pastor. The pastor, the weapon. Nothing formed against you shall prosper, baby. Number 3, if you ever go to a restaurant and that restaurant find out that you're with a pastor, your service will be heavenly. Now, I'm not saying go out there after church and use your pastor and say, Pastor, let's go to Red Lobster. Pastor, let's go to Chili's. Pastor, let's go to Taco Bell. I ain't saying use your pastor, but I am saying use your pastor. Do you know how long lines be at Cheesecake Factory at 5 p.m.? You walk into a Cheesecake Factory and everybody in the city want to be there. You walk in there with Pastor so-and-so from that church, I guarantee you, that crowd part like the Red Sea. Ooh, that's Josh. Josh with Pastor. Ooh, hey, Pastor. Hey, Josh Pray. People speak to you different. Josh, how you doing? I'm going to holler at you. I'm going to answer your messages on Facebook. Ooh, yeah. Walking with Pastor, baby. Pastor. Table for 2. Yeah, it's the table ready already. Is the table ready already? We just walked in. It's like that. Come on, Pastor. Because of the reputation of a pastor, people tend to be nice to you when you with pastor. Now, when you ain't with pastor, you better watch what you say, because you have to wear what you were saying while you was with pastor. But while you got pastor, take advantage of it. I'm thinking about calling my landlord and telling him I ain't gonna be able to pay the rent this month, and when I'm gonna make sure my pastor on 3-way. Yeah, Mr. Johnson, my pastor on 3-way. I want to tell you I can't pay my rent late. Yeah, my pastor on 3-way. Number 4, when it comes down to being funny, nobody's funnier than a pastor because you don't expect it. Me being a comedian, when I say a joke, it hits, but it don't hit hard like a person you ain't expecting it for. Like if I say his head big, they'll be like, ha ha ha. When the pastor say, boy, you got a head the size of a car hood. Somebody with my Bible. Nah, Lord, I need you to come talk to the pastor, because he ain't gonna be talking about my son's head like that. It's always gonna be a little funnier because 52 weeks out of the year, you used to your pastor being a certain way. And when the pastor finally decides to cut loose again in a respectable Christian type way, it's dope and it's funny to see. But somebody tell pastor, boy, listen, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. This weapon gonna form. The pastor, I love you, pastor. You're a child of God, pastor. Don't talk about my baby like that, pastor. I want to keep coming back to service, pastor. And number 5, your pastor is a constant reminder that we all have walked this earth in a certain light, and we all can still see the glory of God. There is nothing like sitting down and talking to your pastor on a one-on-one basis and him telling you, I used to be hood. I used to be out there running around. I used to have a million girlfriends. And you might be a person dealing with some things and you telling yourself, I can't change. This is how I'm going to be till I die. I hope the Lord forgive me. But the person you talking to is a living testimony that things can change. Time can change. You can change. You can grow. You can mature. And I'm not saying that we got forever. I'm not saying we're going to be here for eternity in this physical form. But I am saying that pastor is a direct reflection that he was human. He still is human, and he's still growing, and he's still building, and you have the opportunity to build too. So this video is to all the ministers, pastors, preachers of the world who doing God's work. I want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are dope. And when it's time to cut up, if y'all talk about my son again, boy, listen, boy, I hope, what? Lord, Pastor, watch your mouth when you talk about my son's head. His head ain't even that big.
Get out of your head. You're gonna hear what I say. Gonna give it to you straight, just like Josh prayed.